Well, if you're seeing this, you know it's Sunday. Okay, I know this review was the last minute. I didn't get a chance to do so. I meant to do it earlier this week, but I didn't. But but I'm here. It's set to premiere either way, so yeah. By the way, this is not gonna be the only review I'll do. I just got back from the movie theater, and if you know what movie I saw in the movie theaters, because I didn't say anything prior to it, I just got back from it like 10-ish minutes ago. Regardless, and I'm also gonna do that movie. I'm gonna do a review on said movie, as like as its own separate video. But for right now, I'm here to review the last movie of the late '90s, early 2000s quadrilogy, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. And oh boy, this is a long time coming since the last week's episode. So I am gonna give you guys, so I was gonna steal Black Nerd Comedies thing. I was gonna say I'm gonna give you the good, the bad, and the nerdy. I was about to say that, but luckily I caught myself. Plus, I don't want Black Nerd Comedy to sue me for copyright. Um, for copyright infringements, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, well, he's a busy man. He probably has no time to watch my videos. If he does, then hi. This is probably the first video he is seeing. So, but anyway, I'm here to review Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. This is, like I said, this is the the fourth and final movie of this quadrilogy. Because because according to some fans, they're all those, like, from Scooby-Doo to Zombie Island up until this movie, yeah, all the way up until this movie, they're all like connected together in a way, which I can somehow see. Uh, and by the way, this is the very first time since that Gray Delisle Griffin voiced. I said this in my last video, I think. And I think I said this in last week's episode. That if you don't know, Mary Kate Berkman passed away not long after this movie came out, or before this movie came out, and when Alien Invaders came out, it was dedicated to her. So and now Gray Delisle Griffin, who was a good friend of Mary Kate Berkman, she Gray Delisle Griffin took over the role of Daphne ever since. So, but yeah, this was actually her first time voicing Daphne, and I think after we had Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Vampire and Scooby-Doo Monster of Mexico, Gray Delisle Griffin did not voice Daphne in those two movies. I think it was Heather North, the original voice actress for the movie. If I'm wrong, let me know. And yeah, but Gray Delisle Griffin, I guess they liked her performance as Daphne so much that they called Gray Delisle Griffin back for Daphne for What's New Scooby Doo onwards. So yeah, I'm surprised. Aside from Frank Welker, she's also a Scooby Doo veteran for all this time. And I know there's a voice actresses before her, and probably after her. So, and probably in between. But she did a good job as Daphne, in my personal opinion. And Fred, he's a true Scooby Doo veteran because he's been, voicing Fred since the cartoons in the late '60s, in the late 1960s. So, yeah, that man is still doing it, and he still voices Scooby too as well. Since What's New Scooby Doo, so yeah, and oh yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna get into the whole voice acting spiel. I'm sure there's other videos that did that. So anyway, this movie, what can I say? It's, I mean, yeah, I know to some people it doesn't hold up to Zombie Island since but the actual quality on the movies looks like they have gotten better, and it looks good. All the qualities, they look awesome as heck. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. Like, I've explained the quality over the movies like a dozen times. This is like the fourth time I mentioned it. No pun intended, since this is the fourth movie. And what I find interesting too is that I don't think I explained this in the last two episodes, but like Witch's Ghost does not mention the events from Zombie Island, and Zombie Island does not build up, that does not foreshadow the other events. Like, for example, it does not set up the events for Witch's Ghost, and Witch's Ghost does not build up the events for Alien Invaders, and Alien Invaders does not build up the events for Cyber Chase, and it's backwards. For this next part, uh, I know I sound like a teacher. I know, but Cyber Chase does not bring up the events from Alien Invaders, and Alien Invaders does not bring up the events from Witch's Ghost, and Witch's Ghost does not bring up the events from Zombie Island. You see the connection I'm trying to bring here? I hope so. So, yeah, I honestly I just love these movies regardless, and I still find it kind of, and I'm still kind of bummed that Zombie Island is the only one that got a sequel out of these four. Um, by the way, there's two sets of the Scooby Doo trilogies I'm actually gonna look at. That's Scooby Doo related. So yeah, and let's just say one of those trilogies takes place around the late '80s, and the other trilogy takes place in recent times. I'm not gonna say what the names are, but by the time you watch this, I'm pretty sure you've already figured it out. So, and the casting in this movie is really great. And again, I'm not gonna go the whole spiel, but I'm sure there's other videos that did that, but I'm sure that their reviews are better than mine. So, and if they are, then yeah, no shame, no shame. I'm not jealous. Don't worry. I'm just saying that their reviews of these movies are probably better than mine. Heck, look at Ashton Hardy's um, reviews of these four movies. He did them better than I did. By the way, his channel's in the description. Make sure you go subscribe and tell him I sent you. Um, little, little weird promoting, but no, it's not weird promoting. Ashton Hardy, if you're watching this, hi. I hope you're watching the premiere, and if you are, then your Scooby Doo reviews are better than mine. So, I'm not jealous. Seriously, dude, I'm not jealous. I'm a huge fan of you. Do not take anything I say too seriously. But seriously though, go watch Ashton Hardy's review of these movies. They're really fantastic. I'm not being sarcastic either. They're really awesome. Okay, that was no. Okay, in all seriousness, they are really awesome. So his channel's in the description. Make sure you go check him out. Tell him I sent you, and follow him on his other social medias as well. So, but yeah, I think that's all I have to say about the movie. The reason why I'm not saying the whole premise is because I'm sure most of you have already seen it. And if you haven't, then there's a thing called DVDs. I'm sure you picked them up already. I'm sure probably after these reviews, I'm pretty sure you already picked them up already. I don't know. I can't control what you buy. Seriously, I can't control what you. I thought my shirt was all backwards. I can't control what you buy and what you don't buy. Seriously, I'm just saying. Like, if you haven't, then I really recommend it. But I'm sure you already have them already. Anyway, yeah, no, uh, oh yeah, what can I? Oh, the fact that they ran into the cyber doubles is really awesome. I'm not gonna say anything else other than that. Just watch this movie, and if you're a diehard Scooby Doo fan, I really recommend watching these. They may come as a 4 pack, but I don't know. Uh, you probably had to buy them individually, but they probably have them like as like a 4 pack or something. I think that's like a 10 pack collection, and I think two of the movies I just reviewed, like 2 out of the 4 movies I just reviewed, are on there. So yeah, and I think one of the live action movies on there. I don't know. I don't have said 10 pack of the Scooby Doo movies. I don't have it with me, so like legit, I don't have it. So I don't have one. So I'm sure I seen it on Instagram a lot. So um, but yeah, so yeah, it was. Yeah, this movie is really great. I recommend these movies. Uh, I know most of you are gonna ask, are they like do they like, are they like canon to the whole Scooby Doo universe? In a way, yeah. Um, and even if you don't, okay, I know this is gonna sound chaotic. You can depend on in the comments. But uh, like even if you don't watch these movies, yeah, again, this is gonna sound crazy and chaotic. But if you, okay, so if you haven't seen these movies, uh, yeah, and you just go right into the live action films, like after. Oh no, I almost I almost said the names. So anyway, but yeah, you're not missing much. If you skip these movies, it's pretty much the same. These movies are pretty much the same thing in a way, with the Scooby Doo cartoon from back then. Even the movies and cartoons from and the cartoon shows from even after these movies came out, they're pretty much in the same formula, except the monsters are actually real in these movies. So, oh well, except in the last movie, the aliens were kind of fake, but actually Crystal and Amber were actually kind of real aliens. Uh, but yeah, but yeah, like again, it sounds chaotic, but even if you skip these movies, there's a possible chance that you won't miss much. It's it's pretty much, yeah. I don't know how else to explain it. I don't know. Well, thank you for joining me on this quadrilogy review. Um, Now I have two other. I actually have two Scooby Doo trilogies. Scooby Doo animated trilogies that I gotta look into, and I have to review them for season 2. And speaking of it, thank you all so much for joining me on these movies. And I know I kind of spaced them out. Well, primarily because I set them to premiere for every Sunday, but better than nothing, I guess. So, speaking of live action Scooby Doo movies, I'm actually planning to review them as well. Don't know when, but let's see. In the meantime, thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share with pretty much anybody you know, really. And I'll see you next Sunday. Take care.